Hey there, minions of technology. My name is Tim Lee. Welcome to Legacy Studio. Before we get started in today's video, which I know you're here for a purpose, let's go ahead and say a humongous thank you to my Legacy historians, Sean Hammond and Tony Allen. Still learning where to point right there. These guys are absolutely awesome. Also, all my early access members who are absolutely incredible, and my amazing Dorka historians. All these guys are absolutely incredible and help me make this channel continue to thrive and admittedly pay bills. It really does help. Thank you so much. And if you want to consider joining in, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hit the join button on the video. It will get you inside. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what we have going on here today in the video ahead of us. Right here, I have just gotten in the mail yesterday the Retroid Pocket 2 Plus. I love this thing. Got it in black, so technically it could look kind of like a cell phone, and I wouldn't get in trouble for a bright, colorful thing in certain locations. I wanted to make sure it's something I could use pretty much anywhere. It's really, really nice and a good size. Even came with a screen protector, which I was very pleased with, and a spare Type-C cable. Love that they actually used a Type-C port on this as well. Scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to put this at about a 6 or, well, about 7. I'm going to say on the quality table, it feels pretty sturdy. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't look expensive, but it's pretty good. And I'm still learning about this. Let me say this. I have to put a clarification here. Getting emulators and ROMs, there is a legal gray zone, and technically it could just be completely illegal. I'm not entirely sure. It probably is. So walk carefully into this realm if you're going to do this. So long story short, these game systems, or even your phone, even an Android phone or whatnot, you can download something called an emulator. An emulator will emulate a game machine like a PlayStation or a Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, PlayStation 2, we're talking Game Gear. You remember Game Gear? Or any of those, Game Boy Advance or any of those. And you can put those on one of these devices or on your cell phone, and then you can go and find ROMs. Now, these ROMs are literally copies of original games, which is what makes them kind of illegal, of games that you might really struggle to find these days. And honestly, I'm using that to try and make myself feel a little better about this, because you can get pretty much any game, period, from 1980 all the way up. and I mean, they got everything from Atari all the way up. Tons of options. And then what you do is you load them up in this emulator, and you can play these retro/vintage games on your devices. Now, I can do it on my laptop, I can do it on my computer, or I can buy one of these guys for $150, or however much it was, and play it. There's a big market, and the folks out of Asia have definitely figured out how to get away with the legalese of things by not caring. I don't know, but you can get these, and there's a lot of different brands out there, and this is the one that I did research on, and it seemed to be a positive one, Retroid Pocket 2. Anyway, I digress. You probably already know most of that information. I'm just getting that out of the way. You're here because you're curious about how we can take this and turn it into an HDMI out and be able to see here and on the screen at the same time. Well, I have a couple answers for you there, and I'm going to show you the gear that I'm going to be using to set this up. Okay, now, I did do a test. I've already proved all this to work. There are some things you will want to know if you try to go your own route, but I'm going to teach you everything as quickly as I can. We're going to start with this. This is our capture card today. This is the Cam Link. Okay, this thing is incredible. It's a 4K capture card from Elgato. It's fantastic. It's my favorite. I own 4 of these. I love them. An important thing to note, there is no audio input capture on this through an auxiliary cable. So that will play an important role later, because as we play a couple games, you'll see that we're going to have some audio issues, some audio technicalities. We'll get there when we get there. I'm going to go ahead and plug this into my computer so that it will begin to get recognized by the computer, and then I'll keep talking with you about further setup. Now, what you're going to need also, that is an HDMI capture card. So you're going to need an HDMI cable with a HDMI on one side, normal HDMI on one side, and on the other side, a micro HDMI. Now, that micro HDMI is the same one that you'll use on a Sony camera. It's the same one you'll use on a lot of different devices, and so micro is what you're looking for, not a mini. You need a micro, okay? By the way, humongous thank you to 5,754 amazing subscribers. You guys rock. I deeply appreciate it. Okay, let's move on here. What we're going to do is plug this guy into our cam link that is plugged into the computer. The other side is going to plug into our Retroid Pocket 2 Plus. Now, once we've plugged it in here, you will find you're going to have an issue very, very quickly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and I've added an input in OBS. I use vanilla OBS. And vanilla basically just means the original OBS. It's not Streamlabs. It's not any of the other fancy ones. I just like vanilla. So I'm using OBS 27.2.4, and it's working great. I get the updates and everything, but honestly, I'm just a vanilla kind of guy. So what I've done is I've added a video capture device in OBS. I'll go ahead and turn it on here, and you'll see we just have a black screen. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the power button on my system here, and it should show up. If it doesn't here, what I'm just going to do is go to the device, deactivate, and reactivate, and there we go. Now, if you did this for the first time, you're going to find yourself with a pretty serious issue, and that is the fact that nothing's going to show up on the screen in front of you on your Retroid, and there's a good reason for that. We're going to go and show you that right now. So let's go ahead and get into the menus here. There we go. Okay. We're going to go ahead and quit out of Retroid Launcher. And I will assume that you've already set up a lot of this stuff. Maybe you've followed some videos of someone like Retro Game Core. He does great videos on a lot of this information. But if you go here under Settings, and you go under Handheld Settings, so you'll scroll down to the very bottom, and you're going to look for Handheld Settings. You go to Connect TV, and right here you'll see this one. It says Turn Off Handheld Console Screen. On yours, it will be on. And if I turn it on, you'll see that the screen goes black on the Retroid. Now, what all I have to do is turn that on or turn that off, and then I will be able to play on the Retroid. I do find that there is a delay. If I was to play like this, looking at my screen, playing the game on my screen, I do think that there is a very slight delay of when I push a button to when it actually receives through the HDMI signal. So that is why I would want to play it actually looking down at the screen at the Retroid. So once you got all that set up, you're going to be good to go there. And then I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here. Now we're going to start getting into what's going to go wrong for you as you start doing this. So we'll go into the Retroid launcher here. And I have a bunch of games on here. Many of these games I've never played before. We're going to go into this Kirby's Dream Land, whatever it is. In Dreamland, whatever it is. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it up here, and I'm going to unmute the audio for it. Okay? You might hear that, which is just a bunch of glitchiness, which is definitely not how it sounds if I unplug it. So you can hear that the HDMI is not sending out the proper signal. I'm thinking it's a bitrate situation, like 4800 versus 4100, but it sounds rough. I've tried a couple different theories. I found one that works. If your computer has a microphone out or a line in or microphone in jack on the side, a lot of the newer laptops actually have like a single jack. You're gonna have a little problem that you will need to convert. You're going to need to plug in a adapter that will separate that single plug into headphones and microphone. You can find it on Amazon really, really, really easily. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your microphone only jack, which I have right here, and you're going to plug it into your bottom here. And as you can hear, it sounds great now. So let me give you a little bit of the pros and cons here, because I've tried a couple different theories. If you tried to get audio signal through the HDMI, I think it could be a bitrate change thing that you would have to change somewhere else. I personally have not found a way to do that as of yet, as of the making of this video. I'm just trying to get you from point A to point B as quickly as possible. There might be a really easy way to change it. I would prefer that, because having two cables plugged into my Retroid is a bit unfortunate, but it is what is working. I also tried plugging in my auxiliary cable into an XLR like this, so it's auxiliary to XLR, and I plugged that into my mixer that I use for my headphones, and it got a lot of noise, a lot of active sound noise, because it was getting power from the HDMI and also power from the XLR, and they were attacking each other, and it was loud and aggressive and just not working well. So this is the best way I've found to get the best audio and make this work. So it's HDMI to get your video, and then the auxiliary cable plugged into your computer to get your audio. if you find a way to change the Cam Link's bit rate, then please let me know, because that is what I think the main issue is. I think if we change the bit rate of that, we'll fix the HDMI audio signal, and that should take care of the situation. I don't want to mess around with it too much because I don't want to fix it but then mess it up for every other video game that I record ever. So doing this method seems like the best method for me, at least. But let me go ahead and play a little bit of this game for you, and you can see about how well it works. Now, like I said, there is a little delay if you try to play it on your screen, because like I keep looking up at my laptop where I have it here, which works really well because then I can actually play this and look like I'm looking at the game, which I think is really, really cool. But I do feel that it's possibly delayed. I'm really struggling to tell if it is or is not. I've never done this before. What is this? Press A, hit the... Okay. Oh! 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 I see. I see. Oh. What? Oh! I hit it! Well, I think I hit it. So let me look down at the game and play a little bit here, but let me go also and turn up the audio so you can hear it a little clearer. If I get copyright infringement, I would appreciate very much if you go on the link down below where you can buy the Retroid Pocket 2 off of Amazon, and that it will be an affiliate link to support my channel. I would greatly appreciate it very, very much. And then, of course, I cannot tell you where to find the ROMs or anything of that nature, or the emulators, because the legalese behind that is not completely legal, so I do not want to get in trouble or get you in trouble for that purpose. So we're going to play it safe. I will let you do that research for yourself. But it's a pretty cool little thing and allows you the opportunity to... Oh dear, I forgot that was a boss. Okay. I'm terrible at games. I have no hand-eye coordination at all. Okay, suck it up. Suck it up, come on. Now, the other thing I'm noticing is my screen that I'm looking at down here is much, much smoother than the one on there. There's a little bit of a glitch as it's trying to get that 60 frames per second. And, okay, and then it might be able to smooth that. I need to check my settings to see if they get any better, but, he's almost dead. He's almost dead! Nope! Yes! I've never beat the boss yet. That's the first time I've beat him, but I'm gonna die in any minute anyway. There we go. I think I did it. Okay. It doesn't end. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay, no. I'm also noticing the color is different. Mine has a bit more pink to it, where the other one is, okay. Where the other one down below feels like it's a better color mix. The reds are a bit more pure. So it looks like there is some color alteration. It's not terrible, though. I mean, I don't think that would stop me from... And I don't think anyone would really notice all that much. For all I know, the one that's actually on the screen could be more accurate, but... Oh, dear. Ooh. How do I get this? Ooh, nice. I like-y. Can you tell that I don't know what I'm doing? Oh, no, wait. There we go. I like this one. I kind of want to draw this Kirby. He looks awesome. I know, I was supposed to eat that, wasn't I? Okay. And I feel like every time I look up, at, oh dear, oh, no, I'm gonna just go ahead and go this way. See you guys. Oh, there we go. I feel like every time I look up, it is slightly delayed, and so let me just check out my settings here really quick, too, as this cuteness continues to play on. So right now I have this set at highest FPS. I'm going to set it 59.95 or whatever it is, 59.94, and let's see if that smooths it out at all. It's still way smoother on my screen, so as you're playing, you'll probably want to play looking at your game screen. Not to mention, that's why you bought the thing in the first place. But, there we go. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him getting, like, shocked out of... That's adorable. I like how permanent it is, too. Oh. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, dear. So you can do this and... Oh, I love it. This game's fun. Yeah. Oh, I thought you could slide. I thought there was a slide. Oh, there's a slide. So if you eat this one, do you get a broom? Oh, or not. How do you release what you have? I don't know how you release what you have. Select? Ah, select. Okay. I should have kept it, but my curiosity outdid me. Oh, 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 oh. Yay, I have burning fire! Whoosh! Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Now, you know what's funny is I saw those little flying creatures, and I'm like, oh, I want it so I can fly! Kirby can already fly. I'm an idiot. I know I'm an idiot. Now he's gonna throw up. Ooh! What's that one do? What do you do? No, wait a minute. It's so cute! Oh, so he pushes. That does make a bit more sense, considering. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So you get the point. We fixed all the issues. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. That's it. That's all I wanted to cover in this. This is just all kinds of adorable, and as you can see, it is absolutely playable. There is a slight color difference, though it is very minimal, and I'm dying really, really bad. So we're gonna leave it at that. Keep it crispy, my friends. First Tim412. If you have any questions at all, I would be very, very happy to answer them. I am still learning the realm of this game system myself. And certainly I don't want to share too much information with you about how to get the content that you're going to install on this because of the legalese behind it. Go at your own risk. I do enjoy this thing, though. It is pretty fun, and I did get it so that I could play some vintage games here on the YouTube channel. I purposefully wanted to retro. I shouldn't say vintage, retro. I wanted to play some retro games here on the channel, and this is just the easiest way going about capturing it and sharing it for you guys. So I'll see you next time, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps you out if you were wondering, hey, how do I get this to work so I can see it in both locations and get good audio? This is just one of many ways, I'm sure, but I hope it helped you out. I'll see you next time right here on Legacy Studio. Bye.